Welcome to The Mirror Moves, where injustice meets exposure and silence is shattered with storytelling. Today's tale isn't just about a sidewalk confrontation. It's about pride, perception, and how a single moment can strip bare the truth about who we are. When one woman thought she was defending the law, the world saw something much uglier. This is the story of a Karen, a boy, and a mayor who wouldn't stay silent. The sun blazed hot on the cracked sidewalks of Elmwood Avenue. It was just past noon, and the street buzzed with vendors, tired city folk, and impatient drivers honking at red lights. But one corner was unusually still. There stood Tyrell, a scrawny boy of about 12, clutching a plastic bag filled with lollipops and gum. His shirt hung loose off his shoulder. His sneakers, once white, were now worn and gray. He shifted nervously next to a makeshift cardboard sign. $1 each. Help me eat today. Passers-by offered sideways glances, some pitiful, some suspicious. But then came her. She stormed down the sidewalk in 4-inch heels, sunglasses too big for her narrow face, blonde bob hair bouncing in clipped precision. The signature scowl said it all. She was about to speak to the manager of the sidewalk. "Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?" she snapped, stopping just inches from Tyrell. "You can't sell food here without a license. You were just selling something illegally. That's what this is." Tyrell stumbled back. "Please, ma'am, I'm not stealing. Just trying to eat." Her nostrils flared. "I should call the police." Tyrell's face twisted with fear. He stepped behind his crate like it might protect him. "Please don't. I don't want any trouble." She leaned in, sneering. "You know, it's trash like you that ruins the city for every honest person in it." Just as a small crowd began forming, phones drawn, whispers thick in the air, a tall man in a navy suit approached. Calm, composed, but with unmistakable authority. Mayor Delgado. He'd been on a quiet walk between meetings when he saw the commotion. "Is everything all right here?" he asked. Karen whipped around, almost triumphant. "Mr. Mayor, I'm so glad you're here. Things are most certainly not all right. This street urchin was selling food illegally. With no permit." Delgado looked at the boy. He saw the fear in Tyrell's eyes, the trembling fingers, the cracked lips. Then he looked at Karen. "We live in a society with rules, don't we?" she snapped. Delgado nodded slowly. "We do." He turned to Tyrell. "Son, how much for all your candy?" Tyrell blinked. I don't know. Maybe $12 total?" Delgado pulled out a crisp $100 bill. "I'll take all of it. Keep the change." Tyrell froze. "Really?" The mayor smiled. "Really?" Karen's jaw dropped. "What? You're encouraging this blatant lawlessness? You're the mayor. You're supposed to keep criminals off the street, not pay them." Delgado's smile faded. "What I find unacceptable," he said, voice calm but sharp, "is how you treated this boy. You saw a problem. I saw a kid trying to survive." She huffed, growing red. "This city's falling apart." A voice from the crowd piped up. "No, lady. It's just people like you that make it harder." Karen spun, flustered. "Don't lecture me. I pay taxes." Another voice. "So does he." In pain. And just like that, the tone shifted. Cameras focused in. Karen, once confidently outraged, suddenly looked cornered. After the crowd dispersed, Mayor Delgado walked with Tyrell. "You handled that with a lot of grace," Delgado said. Tyrell shrugged. "I'm used to it." "Used to what?" "People thinking I don't belong. I live at the shelter near the bridge. My mom, she got sick. We're on waiting lists, but you know how that goes." Delgado nodded, suddenly more than just a politician. "I do." He paused. "Would you like to work a booth at our community fair this weekend? Pays better than candy." Tyrell's face lit up. "Really? You already know how to run a stand. We'll provide the supplies." "Deal." By that evening, footage of the confrontation had gone viral. Karen shames kid. Mayor shuts her down, hit 1 million views in under 6 hours. By morning, Tyrell's GoFundMe, set up by a local teen, had raised over $40,000. Karen, however, found herself doxxed. Her workplace, a local insurance office, released a statement distancing themselves from her. While we value freedom of expression, it read, "We do not condone the harassment of minors or profiling of vulnerable individuals. Redemption is earned, not claimed." 2 weeks later, Karen appeared on a local news segment. Her hair looked less severe, her tone too. "I acted poorly," she admitted. "I thought I was helping, but I realize now I made assumptions. I'm sorry." Some forgave her, others didn't. But Tyrell? He watched the interview from the community center where he now volunteered twice a week. "She's learning," he said. "That's what matters, right?" In an editorial a month later, Mayor Delgado wrote, "Leadership isn't about enforcing rules without heart. It's about knowing when compassion is the rule." What we witnessed that day wasn't just a boy being shamed. It was a city deciding what kind of place it wanted to be. And the city agreed. Candy for change. Tyrell now runs a weekend candy stand outside the library with a license. But more than that, he shares profits with the local shelter. A small cardboard sign now sits in front. "Legal candy. Community funded. Kindness first." Karen hasn't stopped by. But that's okay. Because the world keeps moving. And sometimes all it takes is one moment to change the trajectory of two lives.